Let's get into it once again. Hey, Classy Otter, how you been? I know you've been crazy busy. Welcome, Stealthy Koala. What is that emote? Fire Goose? I love it. Welcome, welcome. You're from the Phoenix region too. I love it. Look at all the Phoenix Rising people coming out. Pulse Jungle Official. How you doing? Throwing up those. They look almost like Godvic. Then you know Godvic's hands. It's almost like that with Phoenix Wings. I love your emote. Hey, you know what? I got an emote too. I can spam it out for those of you that are tier 3 supporters. There's only like 2 of you, but that's all right. You can drop that XLNC emote too. Compoison, how you doing? Glad that you're joining as well. Minecraft Blaster, this is good. Well, I hope you enjoy it. We are just getting started. The hype is just getting real. There's Zeno, the longest time supporter of the #1 master of the universe, coming in with those Excellency emotes. If you haven't been here before, as Pulse Jungle Official joins, welcome. I'm Jake Kelton. I don't have a duocaster with me tonight. It's going to be, we'll actually have her join in game number 2. She's on the way home at the moment. So, we have ourselves no name for team number 2. And because Classy Otter just subbed tier 3 for 10 months, what a monster. Thank you so much for that support. We're going to have team subbed. I like it. So team subbed on the blue side as well as on the red side, the true ones. What an epic name. Could you get a more epic name than that? We're going to have ourselves the Kaisa, the Karthus band away, as well as a Nico taken off the table by the true ones. All strong AP champions in their own right, besides Kaisa. Can be built AP. Most people go AADC, of course. There's the Akali band, more AP taken away. And a lot of these are champions that either are strong as solo laners in their own right, or heavy flex picks. Think about the Karthus can be played mid lane or jungle, Akali mid lane or top lane. Nico has seen some play as a carry in the bottom lane, not as heavily, but fairly good. Her root is what people love. Between not only her root, the Pop Blossom ultimate as well, explosive AoE damage. If you get on a snowball with Nico, she can be a very annoying champion to try to shut down. That, clone ability, similar to Shaco's, but the ability to just kind of disappear in 2 directions can be quite an annoyance. Also, I've got to check in here really quick. I don't think we have any specific bans against players, considering that Demonius the God's 1 trick is still in, Catinator's 1 trick is still in. I think we're good, so we don't have any of those. All right, hold on. I got to check here real quick. Jake Logo, the Classy Otter. Oh no, he was trying to. There we go. He got it. Took a minute for it to go through. Hey, Promise Missile, or Pyro Missile, I love the name, Jace. He says, do you think Jace is going to be played this game? Could be, could be. Nico band was for Slain. Well, thank you, Tamabon, for making us know that. You got Slain. Apparently really good on that Nico. There it is, Demonius the God. Those of you that are in the channel right now, you are in for a treat, because Vel'koz is Demonius the God's favorite champion. He's so good on it. You are going to be watching some awesomeness, as with the buffs coming through to Soraka, have a Cookies is going to grab that Soraka, most likely for the supportive lane. But, you know, she's one of those champions that you can try to troll a little bit in the mid with the top lane. It is Thursday night. Sometimes you have some people that are looking to be a little bit more fun. Most likely, though, it'll be the supportive role. And those buffs allowing her to have a bit shorter cooldowns, as well as a bit more poke potential. I think her healing also got buffed. There's like a number of changes to Soraka, but pretty much all of it were buffs going to be coming through. We got a little bit of a purple oh yeah, purple and blue. There we go. Purple Soraka, purple Vel'koz, blue Sylas, blue Poppy, and then Pyke's going to change it all with the green for the... Oh, hold on now. Hold on. This is where things get started to get spicy. We've got ourselves a Poppy Sylas. So Poppy most likely for the top lane, but could be jungle considering that she's taking the smite at the moment. We don't know whether or not, though, that is truly going to be the smite, or does that get switched. We'll have to check as the continued picks come through. Pyke did see a little bit of play for a short period of time in the top lane, but he is much better in that bottom lane, setting up for the ADC with those stuns. But when you have a Soraka and a Pyke, I'm really curious on where these are going to go. Potentially is at the Soraka mid lane. She's got barrier at the moment. We'll have to see. I know that you guys on the stream can't see those spells. One of the reasons why I take those off is that way, where there's a little bit of players can't see what the other spells are on the other champions. When there's doing some swaps around, things like that can get pretty interesting. So I like to keep the spells off. That way it's as fair as possible. And then once we're in game, we do that. But I do a little bit of analyzation pre the actual final lock-ins and stuff. So on the side of the true ones, they're going to grab the Blitzcrank as their support. Very strong, good. I was just today trying to memorize his abilities. That hook that everyone calls his hook, it's not a hook. It's a rocket grab. Does anyone know that his Q is Rocket Grab? I mean, seriously. And then his E is Power Fist. Oh, so strong. Nah, I mean, no one calls it a Rocket Grab. It's just the hook. The hook, the one, the true, the hook. But I've been working on memorizing a bit of it off of Thresh. I'm curious as why they went with the Blitzcrank considering Thresh was still available. But different hook champions, you know, different strokes for different folks. So, checking in with the chat really quick, was saying maybe another ban. Oh, yes, potentially a Jace being banned. He is a strong top laner. Very good there. Pyke in the mid lane. Oh, Soraka mid. I love the discussion. You guys are all trying to figure it out. Pyke mid is the Caps special. Well, that would be pretty spicy indeed. He does have a lot of assassination potential. I love his ultimate, especially if he waits back for a team fight to get started. Then he has so many engage options between his dash as well as his, I believe it's called Undertow, where he goes invisible for a short period of time before popping up and dropping that ultimate, executing people left, right, and center, or should I say crosshair. All right, with those final bans, the Malzahar, Ezreal, Vayne, and the Xayah, taking away a bunch of ADCs, both sides kind of pinching that ADC pool, and then that Malzahar potentially towards that mid lane, as they're a little bit unsure of whether the Pyke and Soraka, where they're going to go, and they could be messing with us. Could be Pyke mid lane, Soraka top lane, and we got two completely new people for the bottom lane. Maybe we'll have to see, as Christian 1 is going to swap away to some pretty uncharacteristic spells, so I am pretty sure that's just to keep me as the caster on my toes, trying to figure out what is going to be played. Riven locked in for the side of the true ones for that top lane. Great early game champion, good damage, great engage. However, as the game goes later and later and later, unless she's been just absolutely decimating the game, we'll struggle a little bit because she is so short range. We'll need to use all of her engage tools to get in, but when you have a Blitzcrank on your team, he brings the team towards you. Why do you need to be running in with those broken wings when you've got a Blitzcrank that says, you know what, I will bring the squishy Soraka right to your doorstep. Very nice. We've got Rice Dragon locking in the Yasuo, most likely for the mid lane after all, as well as a Lucian locked in. So I'll have to chew on this for a minute, because it could be Pyke mid lane, Yasuo top lane, Lucian, Soraka bottom lane. What are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking? Everyone tended to talk about it. Please, not the Cap special. Q is the Bone Skewer. W is the Ghost Water Dive. Well, thank you so much for that, Fox Nova. You are right. You are right. Undertow, I believe, is actually Olaf's Q. Is his axe throw is Undertow. E is Phantom Undertow. Oh, a little bit different. And then R is Death from Below. Hey, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I actually have a picture, I think I posted on the Discord, of my whiteboard that I use at work. I've slowly started filling out with every champion and every spell that they have or ability, with their passives included, going down in a long list. I've only gotten through the A's and into the middle of the B's. It takes a while to write all of them out, but it's good, because when I'm at work and I'm doing what I do at work, I can just kind of glance up and work on memorizing another champion or two, as Zed gets locked in as the last pick for the true one. So let's roll through the players and their champions, because this is looking to be a very interesting game. For the side of Team Subbed, we've got ourselves Havacookies, most likely taking the Soraka in the supportive role. Kristen 1 on the Poppy in the top lane. You just got slain with the Pyke in the mid lane. This is what I'm guessing from what you guys have said. Rice, no, it's going to be Pyke top lane, Rice Dragon with the Yasuo mid lane, and Vieta on the Lucian in the bottom lane role. And Poppy is going to be jungle. After all, sometimes the graphical error does kind of change things up a little bit. The smite did come through. That's what I was questioning. For the side of the true ones, we've got ourselves Demonius the God with the Vel'koz support. Normally mid lane, but we got somebody else in the mid lane this time. Catinator on the Silas in the jungle, which that alone is pretty spicy. We'll get to talking about that. Esketit with the Blitzcrank in the supportive role. Cag Fancy on the Riven. Okay, hold on a second now. That's going to be Riven top lane for the Cag Fancy, Zed mid lane, Blitzcrank Vel'koz bottom lane, carry Vel'koz. Oh! Can you ask for a spicier game? Now, this is what's awesome if you guys are new here. Welcome, and you get to join in betting. Right now, you will see on the Twitch chat the betting option become available. You, if you've been hanging out here, got a little bit of XP, can fill in which team you think is going to win. You can use the exclamation point bet with the exclamation point team to kind of figure out which team you want to bet on. I am pretty curious about this one. If I break it down a little bit, for the side of Team Subbed, they have massive amounts of engage. Yasuo dashing forward, Pyke hook, And they also have decent backline with the Soraka heals and shields and all that good stuff. Poppy gonna get some nice slams. She's kind of a frontline tank, which most people don't typically see, but is still pretty strong. And the Lucian locked in for the ADC, very aggressive early game champion. However, you look at the lineup as a whole, they're not that great when it comes to the late game. They're gonna need to snowball. They're gonna need to find the picks, especially running through from those lanes pre the laning phase going down. They want to find some of those picks, those engages, because if they don't, and they're not snowballing after the turrets go down, it's going to be a lot more difficult for them in the 5v5. Look at the 5v5 from the true ones. Vel'koz going to be massive bursting damage with that disintegration ray. Sylas able to steal away an enemy ult and use it against them. Blitzcrank that can land all of the CC, plus that AoE static shield. Riven and Zed jumping onto your back line. That Soraka, that Lucian are not going to last long if it's a drawn-out 5v5 fight. So you're looking for a snowball, and someone has to just build massive damage from the side of Team Sub. Because, I mean, the Pyke, the Yasuo, Lucian, all of them need to build tons of damage. Otherwise, they're going to be in trouble. And the problem with that is that all of them are going to be AD. There's no solid AP coming out of Team Sub. What are they going to do? For the side of the true ones, you got that tank Blitzcrank just builds straight armor the whole game. Now, that's the worry for the true ones. They don't have a frontline tank truly. They've got some people that can go off-tank, like the Sylas, like the Riven. They're a little bit more bruisery, but they aren't necessarily true tanks at the core. And so because of that, they aren't necessarily looking for a 5v5 fight around a Baron or a Drake that allows time for the setup, because if they do, that Poppy front line is going to be a tank for the side of Team Subbed. You're looking more for a skirmish. You want to hop on somebody, jump on them before they know what's hit them, and with that, you're looking to have vision control. If you got vision control, you can roll up to the fight before the enemy team knows what hits them. You can show up and say, you know what? I am dictating this fight. I know what I want from it, and I'm going to make it happen. So, thank you to the person OG Prism for that follow. Greatly appreciate that. Coming in, hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the stream and the casting. I have yet to actually bet on which team I think is going to win, and I gotta say, I'm going to give it to the boys in red. I'm not going to go crazy on the points because I'm not too confident on it, but I think they have the tools, and you got to give it to Catinator and Demonius. They are classic XLNC boys, seen them play a bunch of times before, so I give a little bit of support to them. However, if you're interested, feel free to join the community, and you can be one of the people that plays all the time. It gets well known on the stream for bringing your main champion to the table. Once we're actually in game, I'm going to end the betting. So you want to bet now. This is your opportunity before we get into game and the betting closes. We got some cool skins. Riot Blitzcrank, Battlecast Vel'koz, Battle Bunny Riven. Some nice skins there. Nightbringer Yasuo, Sandwraith Pyke. And we are into game. So let me welcome you to game number 1 of the night. It's Thursday night. We're having a little bit of fun. Free play, fun night. Team Subbed taking on the true ones. So, Vitey is a nerd. I like it. I like it. We're going to go ahead and close the betting. Oh, you know what? Did none of the bets go through? I don't see any of the bets. What happened? Something went wrong. Yeah, something did go wrong, Streamlabs. I'm quite aware something went wrong. Why don't you tell me? Tell me about how wrong it went. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. I think we're good. We got all the bets in. Betting has been closed, and everyone's bets are in. We are good to go for game number 1. Here we go. Want to check and make sure that all of my editations to graphics the other night are good. I got some logos in there. Let me go ahead and close those out. We don't need those logos in. I was testing some stuff, trying to see whether or not I can make these logos work out in the long run. And I think so. I got some new spicy ways to get logos onto the stream, but there we go. Clean it up a little bit. And we're into game. So, looking at the lanes specifically as we position our champions in the correct roles. I think I got this correct. If I put Soraka down here, Yasuo in the mid lane, Pyke to the top. I was slightly wrong. It is Pyke mid lane, Yasuo top. So, still got the lanes correct in that they are the laners, but not exactly correct on the position of those. And I think that the Pyke versus Zed is probably a little bit, I'm going to disagree with this for the side of Team Subbed. If you have a Yasuo, one of the things he's got is that Wind Wall. Wind Wall is going to be completely useless against Riven besides maybe her ultimate. Other than that, there's really nothing else that you can wind wall with her. Whereas Zed, you can constantly wind wall those shurikens that he's going to be throwing out, as well as just cause him to rethink his positioning. So I'm not sure that I agree with this. Pyke also has some good escapes when Riven's trying to go in. He can use his E to kind of dash through and get those stuns as well, but he's not going to have it against Zed, who can kind of jump on him immediately. He can follow through a lot of that. However, he's going to be throwing out a lot of damage. I think he's insta-procking that Q. Let me check real quick on that. I think he's using the Q. Yeah, and he's just using it, insta-procking it to make sure that he gets that little extra damage down. That's some harassment damage with that Q. Pretty spicy. Pretty spicy. And Comp Poison said, you called it. I like it. I like it. You better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone. 4 times they are a-changin'. Maybe that's just more based on player skill level rather than champion matchup. It could be. It could be. We got some champions that are, or players that are a bit all over the place when it comes to skill. That's always something interesting to watch. I have a couple of times where players will purposefully play into a matchup someone who's much better than they are, simply to get the experience. It's not all the time that you get to play someone a much higher rank than you just to test it out. Say, you know what, I'm going to take my one trick against them, see what I can do. It's a nice electrocute proc. You're going to drop Pyke a little bit low. Great hook from the Blitzcrank. Sorry, excuse me, rocket grab as Vieta going to dash away with Relentless Pursuit. They're going to find a little bit of a route onto the Blitzcrank, but not going to do that much damage. Again, this is very, very early into the game. We haven't even hit level 2 or 3 yet in some of these cases, as in the top lane. Kag Fancy going to go in. The level 2 from Poppy, or from the Riven might have actually won that out. In the meantime, we got a little bit of fight in the mid lane as the Ignite going to come through. You just got slain, flashing forward to secure a second kill for Team Sub. This is the snowball that they want. We got to engage from the Sylas to the bottom lane. You just got slain. Might be going down, but the turret shot to come through. You just got slain with an outplay. What a beautiful job. Keeps the Sylas underneath the turret. In the meantime, fight on the bottom side as you have Cookies forced to throw the barrier. Vieta dropping very, very low. The heal being burned as well. No flashes from the side of Team Sub, but all their other spells in turn, heal and ignite, used by the true ones. The man, Katnir coming to that mid lane, thought that he had it, but a great E by Pyke gets him out of trouble, and the turret shot takes down the Sylas, giving 2 kills now to this Pyke. Amazing stuff. Pyke2921, thank you so much for that follow. I hope you're enjoying the stream as much as I am, because this game just went from 0 to 100 really quick. And that top side Riven, well known for her level 2 engage, and early on just has so much potential to win out in a trade, and was fairly winning against the Yasuo, but the problem was that she didn't have time to drop the Ignite, and Poppy showed up, and that is a great way to shut a Riven down. Kristen 1 making a fantastic roam to the top side. All she needed was that slam, and even gave the kill over to the Yasuo, which is even better to get him rolling, as the Riven going to find a little bit of a stun. In the meantime, the fight to the bottom side as Get drops under 200 health. No more chase there as Rice Dragon dashing through the minions. He's down under 300 health. Dropping low as Kag Fancy was using the minions to kind of chase around. Good ward flashes. The wall gets the stun, and the Ignite ticks away. Cool Rivens don't look at explosions, as once again, Sneaker in the mid lane going to be in trouble. Flashes away. Now, there's no flash on the Pyke, so he couldn't follow up. But man, forcing this Zed to rethink his choices there in the mid lane as that Vel'koz on the bottom side dropped down to about 100. The harassment from this Soraka is so good. And one of the things you normally see on Sorakas is running out of mana. They're very quick to burn all their spells, but Havoc-Cookie's doing a good job keeping that mana pool at about a quarter mana. Sylas around the corner, seeing if he maybe wants to make it engage. Blitzcrank has come back to the bottom lane, full health and full mana, so Sylas will stick around. They're wanting to recall, and this Sylas is going to jump in. There it is, the grab. They can't get the second grab from the Blitzcrank. However, Sylas might be able to just to solo Vieta out. Blitzcrank rushing in with the overdrive, seeing if they can maybe find knockup. But a good flash by Vieta gets the Lucian out. So will recall in the bottom lane. 37 farm to the 32 on this Vel'koz. So that's actually huge credit over to Demonius, despite all that pressure on the bottom side. Staying even in this farm, and Lucian's going to start the game with the little bit of lifesteal. So definitely looking for those skirmishes, wants to fight. That's the best use of that lifesteal, is when you're actually fighting people. And because of all of his auto attacks, he's going to be able to do pretty well with that. I know that back in the day, he used to build Essence Reaver. Now he's building not Phantom Dancer, but Blade of the Ruined King. Things are always changing for Lucian. 3 kills to 1, so a start with Team Sub, doing well, but Riven found a solo kill on the top side against the Yasuo. We'll see if she can do that again, especially as she's got that level 6 to Yasuo's only level 5 at the moment, as an ult from you just got slain. What burst damage from this Pyke takes out Zed. All he saw was a momentary blink from the Pyke, and he went, oh, I think I'm dead. No chance to escape. His flash was already used. You guys, Slane didn't even need it. Catinator coming to the mid lane, level 4. That's pretty slow for a Sylas in the jungle, which, I mean, to be fair, it's Sylas in the jungle. Gonna get a little bit of XP back, but it's down by his Poppy, who's getting pretty close to hitting that level 6. And that's when she's can really be effective in these lane fights, especially because she doesn't use it to knock people away per se, but can use it just to get a knockup. That adds another nice 1.5 seconds or so of CC. Then the laner can deal the rest of the damage. So I saw a couple of silvers and champs select. Yep, it's a mixture of a bunch of different stuff. 2-man knockup from the Vel'koz in the bottom lane. He doesn't have level 6 yet, though, so no disintegration rate. But have a cookies killed by the rocket grab from the Blitzcrank, and now Vieta running underneath the turret. The Blitzcrank and Vel'koz going to pull off. There is a Sylas, though, so they could try to dive the Lucian underneath the turret. Lucian has healed, though. Might be able to make an outplay as Sylas has left. Poppy's around the corner. Still level 5. Has Smite up. Also, both junglers positioning around this Drake on the bottom side. They've got Smites available. Oh, there's the disintegration ray. However, good relentless pursuit by Vieta. No! The rocket grab again! Let's get it! That is 2 times in a row. And now Kristen 1 in a potential bit of trouble. That's going to be a nice Power Fist knockup. And Catinator takes away the kill. Vel'koz getting an assist there. So you can see the power from the true ones on this bottom side. Doing quite well, though. Their laners in the mid and top struggling just a little bit. Riven kind of winning out at the moment against Rice Dragon. Throws at the ultimate. It's going to miss with a nice dash from Yasuo. Rice Dragon continuing to dash through those minions, seeing what he can do. Cac Fancy's got a bit more damage, and when you get that stun, that's going to be over. Sneakver avoiding CC. Goes in with the ultimate, just dropping this Pyke a little bit lower. Ignited as well. However, he's going to step out of vision, get a lot of that help back, and then come right back into the mid lane. Look at him. Still back to almost full health. He is going to be going forward with that ultimate. He found the stun as well. Oh my word. That was Alt Flash E. So he started with his E, then Phantom Undertowed forward. We can actually back that up and watch that again. I'm going to do that. Normally I don't because we have a Duocaster, but we can actually do that this stream. I got to watch that again. That was so good from this Pyke. Obviously, you guys Slane his... had some comfort on this champion. So we'll see this again as Sneakver. All right, so Pyke is going to come in. I believe he starts his E first. No, okay, so he starts Phantom Undertow, then does his E, ults forward, flashes to the other side to make sure that the stun lands. It was a little bit unnecessary, but either way, it was flashy, and looked cool. And then Qs for the final bit of damage. That is a burst assassin if I have ever seen one. As Catinator going to try out his luck. He's got that level 6, so he could steal away Pyke's ultimate if he wanted to and try to find an execution himself. He hasn't used it just yet. The chains are going to miss. He's still going to be going forward. There it is, stealing it up. The Smite comes down. He's going to throw out the ultimate. That's the question. Poppy's here. He flashes forward, but the ult is too late. The Pyke has already found the kill. Sylas just a little bit too late. Tried to make the engage after the hook went through, and you got slain. 5-0-0. Great carry potential this game. See if you can keep it up. A nice 20 CS lead over the Zed on the opposite side. Iron 5. Yeah, I feel ya. I feel ya. S get it. Looking for a hook on the bottom side. Gonna get rooted up by the Rocket. There's that hook anyway. What happened there? Oh, we got that 5th dimension coming in. I don't even know what went on with that. A little bit of a graphical error. You know, Riot, it's an indie company. You can't expect the best results from them. They've only got one game, guys. Come on, calm down. Poppy has that double buff coming to the top side. Cac Fancy. Gonna see what she can do. Puckler's gonna come in and get a little bit of damage. That red buff gonna proc getting some slows as well as that slow burn out of time. She's gonna flash and try to use all broken wings to escape. Can Cac Fancy get away? No, the tornado comes through. Last breath from the Yasuo, and that's a good shutdown there from the Yasuo on that top side. Got himself 150 gold bounty. A lot of that was off of the earlier kills Riven picked up and the CS lead, which was pushing to be about 15 there. There's already a 500 gold bounty onto the Sylas. Blitzcrank once again stepping forward, going to get rooted up. He's got a Power Fist, though. He misses the hook. Still lands the knockup onto the Lucian. but can't back away, or has to back away as Pyke is showing up in that bottom side. Catenator with the red buff, stepping forward, but Poppy is here. And look at the synergy from Team Sub. This is a random team, but they look like they've been playing together for a while, as Poppy is just continuously defending this Yasuo on the top side, doing a great job. Pyke still hanging around on the bottom side, doesn't know that he's sitting on a ward, though.
Join me.
Hey, Pro Missile, thank you for much joining. Lord Reeves, how to? Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Thank you so much, Pyro Missile, though, for that follow. Welcome to being a minion. So you can help push down these lanes. Maybe one day we'll all get upgraded to super minions and then take out one of these Nexuses. Maybe a bit biased, but I like the idea of giving lower players casted game time. I love it, too. The goal eventually, Pyro Missile, is to have the game sectioned out by rank. So that way we don't have silvers playing with platinums and golds, or diamonds. As you got a little bit of play on the bottom side. There's the static shock from the Blitzcrank. Gonna silence Solution, however. Oh, he is gonna go down. I think the burn from the Ignite from the Blitzcrank found the kill. We gotta back up and check what happened on that top side. So the bottom side, Blitzcrank gonna find a nice hook. Relentless Pursuit, gonna get the illusion to dash for a second out of the Disintegration Ray, but the Ignite's gonna come through and finish him off. In the meantime, the top side, Pyke being joined by Poppy with a great slam and the Execution Ultimate from the Pyke. Finds himself a 6th kill onto the Riven. Soraka picked up with another nice hook from S. Get it. Over and over, this Blitzcrank is making the plays. The sidestep by You Have Cookies. Oh my goodness. Dancing between all the damage. The Soraka lives, but there is a Sylas around the corner. She's going to find a bit of a slow. He tries to use the Pyke ultimate to execute. She's still on the run, but there's just so much you can do. And Sylas can finally close the distance and get that kill. For those of you that bet this game is looking still pretty close to being a nice edge as Pyke comes into the bottom side, gonna find the sun onto the Sylas, might be able to actually get the kill, but the knockup from the Blitzcrank comes through. Is this the shutdown? The Kingslayer from Catenator gets the kill. And now S. Get it, running away from the calling from Lucian. But great CC out of this Blitzcrank in the bottom lane. Had the ultimate up available as well. As Kristen 1 going to try to solo the Zed out in the mid lane. And Ignite's going to come down from the Zed. He's going to dash away. He's got mobility. We'll see if Poppy decides to go back in. His Cag Fancy down to about half health. The Rice Dragon going in. He's already taken down the turret. He's going to dash to the minions. The Ignite comes through. And Rice Dragon picks up Cag Fancy. Fight to the bottom side now as S. Get it. Chasing down on Vieta, who stepped forward aggressively looking for Demonius. But there is just not enough damage on a Soraka. Sorry, Lucian. All by himself, couldn't survive against Demonius the God. He is a god after all, even at this point looking like a support with that 007 line. You might want to switch him over to support and carry Blitzcrank. 4-0-3, this Blitzcrank right now. That's pretty hilarious. What I was trying to say earlier, Pyro Missile, was the long-term goal is to be able to have our games broken down by diamonds in one game, golds and platinums in another, silvers and below in another, so that way people are playing players of equal value, but everyone gets an opportunity to be casted. We're not going to cast what happened in the mid lane because it's just You Got Slain doing his namesake. You got slain to the Zed. We've seen it a couple times already. 0-4. So, the game state at this point is about a 1,500 gold lead for Team Subbed, as the True Ones continuing just to feed off the bottom lane. Great Relentless Pursuit. Knockup still going to come through Disintegration Ray, but a good pop. He's stunned. He's going to cut Demonius' laser a bit short. Blitzcrank still finds him, though. Nice static ultimate. Oh, I'm missing the name there for some reason. As Blitzcrank gets yet another kill. Now, Demonius was able to pick up one. In the meantime, though, Catenator going way too aggressively. Kingslayer would not give him enough health and time, so he will fall. But the second turret of the game going to be evened up by the True Ones, as Yasuo picked up his solo on that top side, about 20 CS over the Riven. Yeah, good stuff from the bottom side of the True Ones, and now they're going to be in trouble, though, because there's a Pyke here. Vel'koz, yeah, you got to run. You got to sidestep. You got to go golden. Sketa going to try to get the knockup coming through in time. Not going to be enough. You guys, Cookies actually picks up the kill. Not exactly what Pyke wants, but you know what? Give it a little to his friends. He's already destroying this game 8-1. Can't find the Blitzcrank, though, a little bit too healthy. As in the top lane, Cag Fancy gets the shield, but whoa, just cannot escape Rice Dragon's aggression. There is a Zed, though. Gonna try to make him pay. Throws out that ultimate. The wind wall from the Yasuo is in the wrong direct. What? We're watching that again. We're watching that again. All right, so Cag Fancy can't find a stun. It would be great if he had been able to stun the Riven or the Yasuo underneath the turret. All right, so I gotta check out this damage. He just pauses for a minute, throws out the shurikens. Rice Dragon avoids basically 2 of them, and just autos him down. Just autos him down. Wow. Static Shiv BF Sword is all this Yasuo has, but he got DPS for days. Takes down the very squishy Zed. And, hey, Aether Rising, welcome. Happily get you into game number 2. Jess Express, hi. Glad you made it and drove safe. That's the biggest thing. Drive safe, don't hurt yourself. Is Rice Dragon going to be engaged upon the top side once again? Again, Demonius the God has the kill in the sights with the laser. The laser sight, if you will. And Blitzcrank steals it 6-0-4. And this is a tank blitz, all right? That's a Frozen Heart start to this Blitzcrank. I think it's hilarious and awesome. Catinator has that Pike ultimate. Can he get to the wall in time to get over the wall and use it? No, he cannot. He will fall once again to the Pike 9-1, but a good Blitzcrank hook gonna set up the Lucian to fall as well. Sneakver finally getting his first kill of the game. Drop those hype emotes, any channel hype emotes if you got them in the chat, because oh my goodness, we got a kill onto the Zed. That's what we want to see. He finally gets his first kill of the game. They can move in and try to secure this mid lane first tier turret. They're not going to be able to go all the way in, though, because those minions are dropping a bit too fast. And Blitzcrank lands a hook onto Poppy. Not sure that he wants to go in for the fight, as Christian 1 has already used that dash, though. Throws out that ultimate, setting up the knockup for the Yasuo. Sorry, Zed, you got your kill and immediately fell, but Blitzcrank going to be Retribution. Turret shot is going to be Windwalled, and the Riven ultimate Windwalled as well. Rice Dragon with godlike timing on that wind wall. Walks away. 17 kills to 13. Team Sub feeling pretty strong. Pike finds the hook. Demonius is going to fall, and now he can start those resets. Looking up next for the Silas. Grabs that one. Just walk down the row. It's a bit of a feast for the Pike. Just picking up entrees here and there. A little bit here, a little bit there. Just, you know, picking up the kills everywhere. No need for leftovers. Gonna find himself, oh, good flash by Riven. She's gonna hop away for the moment. Blitzcrank still stepping forward. He's gonna have a couple more seconds before he can throw out that ultimate. Soraka heal, though, gonna make sure that Zed's damage is negligible. Great stuff surviving there. Lucian finishes off that first tier turret in the mid lane, giving it, at this point, a 4,000 gold lead for the side of Team Sub. That's not insurmountable, though, for the true ones. They just need to be using their team as a whole much better, instead of trying to go in one at a time, being caught out by that Pike in the river brush. What you want to do is get that vision down. That's the thing they're kind of sorely lacking at this point, is they need to see where the enemy team is so they can group and make plays themselves, like they might be able to do onto the Yasuo. Rice Dragon starting to run, but the smite comes through from the Blitzcrank. He's looking for the hook, but the Yasuo's got the wind wall. No! He's not going to have time to throw it out. Good stuff there, and Vel'koz finally picks up a second kill for himself, but the sacrifice for that is the Drake. It's only a Wind Drake, though. That'll increase Team Sub's rotations, but overall not be that much. He did it. Is that what that emote says? He did it. Oh my gosh, Fighty, that is amazing. I love it. He did it for the Zed. That is absolutely perfect. All right, well, let's check in really quickly, see what the next Drake is. At the moment, it's going to be an Infernal Drake. Ooh, light a little bit of a fire beneath these teams. You've already been having fight nonstop. Lucian, another Relentless Pursuit, means he escapes from the Blitzcrank. But I like Blitzcrank with that Arcane Comet. Every time his ulti with that passive pokes someone, there's a comet flying in afterwards as well. So that's pretty cool. If I go Blitzcrank, I might have to do that. As somebody did something. What was that? What was that? Hey, Tron RS, a little bit late on the Twitch chat. There we go. Thank you for joining, becoming a minion as well, helping us push down the lanes. It's Catinator. Dashes the wall. Pike's going to quickly follow afterwards. Is the hook going to come through? I love that You Got Slain is using that Q, insta-casting it. He's not looking for long-range plays. He's just using it as burst damage. That is so cool to see. He's picked himself up that Dusk Blade as well as Yumu's Ghost Blade. So it's kind of your classic supportive build, but just with more damage, because he doesn't have to worry about that support item. He's not worried about vision score or anything, even though he's crushing his team's vision score at 15. Probably from killing all the enemy team's wards with that Dusk Blade, if I'm being real about it. Rice Dragon trying to solo push the top side. has to run away, and that's what good vision can do. You can see the fact the entire enemy team is closing. However, he might not get out in time. Throws out the wind wall a little bit early. Blitzcrank can still throw out the hook. Just misses. Ooh, a butt clencher. As the Yasuo is able to make it out, and that means that the play is called off, but there's positioning from Team Subbed around the Rift Herald. There's Pyke solo pushing the bottom side. He should be able to secure that turret for himself. They're still going to try to make a play onto the Yasuo. The wind wall's going to be back up. He throws out a tornado just to slow Blitzcrank, so there's no hook coming up just yet. However, he's going to go in. He's trying to delay for the Poppy to show up as well. Wind wall, or sorry, last breath onto 2 members. There's that wind wall. A little bit late, and so he's going to fall, but it's going to be traded over. He finishes off the Riven in time, and now Poppy can chase down and get it on the Blitzcrank. Bit more damage, couple more buckler tosses. Should be able to do it. In the meantime, though, Zed was able to pick up the turret in the mid lane for the true ones. Blitzcrank still on the run, might have just enough health to get back to his inhibitor turret safely. Kristen 1, no, catching up with the slow. He's the Blitzcrank, avoids getting slammed underneath the turret. There's the power fist, but the electrocution damage from Kristen 1 does end up getting the kill. It's a 1-2-9 Poppy, getting a bit tanky with a Spirit Visage. That was a little bit sad. I was rooting for you, Blitzcrank. I thought you had it in you to escape. Blasting Wad Blitzcrank. Oh, he's going for AP. You can see you got the tome as well now. You got Slan finding Sneakver. Oh, good flash. But, oh! You got Slan's ultimate just catching him underneath the turret. Wow! Cat and Nada going for it. I should stop being surprised. That is amazing. He's done this over and over all game long. Have a Cookie's in trouble. Uses the barrier. Staying alive for now. Disintegration Ray onto 3 members. They're going to walk away for now because there wasn't much else set up. Riven coming in with the ultimate. We'll see if she can catch anyone out as you have Cookies sitting at under 300 health. Vel'koz going to try to get the poke. It's going to miss, continuing to chase forward. In the meantime, the rest of the team looking to collapse. They find the Soraka. They're still got a 3v3 though. Scuttle Crab secured by the true ones, getting a little bit extra. You got Slain sitting at half health just over to the side. As get it here as well. Going to be seen by a nice scrying plant from, I believe it was Poppy that popped that. And so the fight is called off. There's no major objective to fight over besides the Baron that showed up on the map, and no one really considering the Baron at the moment. So they call off the fight. It was a good chance to make some potential play to get yourself some extra kills, and that's really, as the true ones are going to have to start making these desperation plays. They are about 5,000 gold behind, and life is struggling for them. Now keep in mind, when you're a team that has a Blitzcrank, it's all about that one hook. That one hook. Aether Rising, I don't think... Did the UI break? Let me test that real quick. Thank you for letting me know that. I thought I fixed that, but maybe not. Oh, you know what? You know what? We're not going to use that team fight. I think I know what's wrong with it. I'll fix it between streams, maybe. By maybe, I mean, I definitely will fix it before next stream. I might be able to fix it between games. But I know what happened. I changed a scene's name. When you change scenes' names, Elgato Stream Deck doesn't like that, and Rice Dragon's not going to like the laser coming through as Catinator steals away the Pyke's ult and uses it against the Yasuo. He still goes down, but Yasuo has found, or the Vel'koz has found a second kill. Demonius starting to stack up some of those kills now. 4, 2, and 10. Man, imagine if he was sitting at 10, 2, and 10. All those Blitzcrank kills stolen away. You got slain around the corner. Sorry, Demonius, and... Sad days for the Demonius as he's cut out once again. This happened before, and it's going to happen again. You got to drop the vision. In the meantime, Blitzcrank caught out, flashes the wall, gets pulled back by a nice hook from Pyke, but not over the wall. So Esketic can continue to flee away. Going to be slowed once that overdrive finishes, but Poppy, we'll see if he can chase down Riven in the meantime. Nice split push on the top side. Picks up that second turret. Sneakver in trouble. Sneakver, excuse me, goes down. Kristen 1, nice damage. 2, 2, and 10. Full tank, but Poppy still can pack a punch, especially sitting on that red buff. Second tier turret in the mid lane, go to fall, making the turrets total 5 to 4 in favor of Team Subbed. It's looking like the power of subs are giving blue team these advantages. Now, we talked about late game from the side of the true ones. They've got that Zed, not going to be that great. Riven can be amazing, but really it's only if she's got a bit of an edge. And at this point, Jury 6 and 1, not the edge you really want to have. no one from the side of the True Ones really in carrying position. You'd think the Vel'koz might be the best, but he doesn't have enough kills at this point. He needs to pick up a couple more. Maybe he can get something onto Vieta. A good flash by Lucian survives as Sangri-Lol, thank you so much for that follow. You are now a minion as well, helping to push the lanes. Tell me, are you a caster minion or are you a melee minion? That's the real question. That's the real question. 27 kills to 18. Double Drakes for Team Sub as they've gotten themselves Inferno. Caster! I like it. I'm a caster myself. Haha, get it? Shout caster. Oh! Oh! Okay, moving back to the game. Oh, you made ADC. That's good. That's good. Much better reason to be a caster than my terrible joke. There you go. If you want to jump into game number 2, feel free to do so. As the GA going to be popped by Pyke as he has been completely caught out. It's all about the hook. The rocket grab from the Blitzcrank. They're going to line themselves up with another kill. What just happened to our graphics again? Rito, what are you doing? Someone clip that and send it to Riot and complain. Let them know that Jake should be hired as an LCS caster. But that is too quick pickup by the True Ones. Comeback potential. They are going to start the Baron. Down to about 7,000 health at this point. Yasuo's going to come in from the bottom side, but Eskedit is there to try to be a little bit of a peel. The hook's going to be hitting the wind wall. Zed goes in and dies. Poppy going to throw out that ultimate. Doesn't hit anyone, though. The Baron's down to about 3,000. Who's going to get it? Poppy's going to stun up the enemy team. Silas, the smite can't come through. However, the rest of Team Sub falling. Can Poppy sneak away? The Baron is dropping solo. No, she's gonna fall. Blitzcrank will take down the Poppy, and without smite, the True Ones pick up the Baron buff. An incredible fight. And Zed, despite a bad play overall, distracted enough for the Vel'koz and the Blitzcrank to then follow up as well. Silas may have fallen, but it distracted Poppy enough that the rest of the team can focus on everyone who wasn't the tank. And that's what you need to do. Talk about a great play, right? The two people that have the most kill potential, died. The, Yasuo and it wasn't Soraka, maybe the Lucian, but both of those went down, and that allowed the rest of the team to then solely focus on the Poppy. Said, you know what, we're not going to hit the Baron, we're going to wait this out as long as possible so the Poppy cannot steal away the Baron, and kill her first, then take the Baron. On top of that, I still think it was an amazing play by Kristen 1. Going for the stun, finishing off Catinator, and then you're so tanky, why not try to take away the Baron? Even if you die for it, you've made sure the enemy team does not get that gold and minion buff. Delayed as long as possible, throwing absolutely everything onto the Baron, trying to drop it low enough for smite range, couldn't quite get it. As Rice Dragon down to about half health in the bottom lane, still gonna find that ultimate, and in the meantime, Silas died somewhere. We're going to check out where that kill over here. I think Pyke wanted revenge. Don't tell me he literally just ults. Okay, there's a little bit of help from Vieta as well. I was gonna be impressed if Pyke had just ulted and killed him. Now Demonius in a really bad position. So is the Blitzcrank. It's gonna be a 4v2 fight around the side. Zed's coming in, but he doesn't have any damage. A great knockout from Eskedit as Demonius trying to escape. The laser onto multiple members. Takes down 2. Pyke is gone again. Vieta gonna be finished off by Zed. Perfect timing again. Jumps in. The ultimate from Poppy knocks away the Vel'koz and the Zed. However, he's just gonna Shadow Dash right back in, and Eskedit is the CC for days. Kristen 1 gets a shield with a buckler toss. Can the Poppy escape? Down to about 300 health, is able to walk away for now. Demonius was even taking turret shots to try to get a bit more poke. They couldn't finish off the Poppy, but otherwise it is an ace for the side of the True Ones. They secure themselves a second tier turret on the bottom side. They've secured potentially an inhibitor turret in the mid lane. Riven is still split pushing on that bottom and is just untouched. Kristen 1 trying to push away the minions as best as possible. There's that middle inhibitor turret going down. The inhibitor may be close to follow. However, the members of the True Ones are a bit too squishy. I can't even see the fight because the Vel'koz went down. River gonna finish off Poppy. Hold on, we got too much to talk about. I gotta back this up for a second. We're gonna check in very quickly and see how Yasuo caught one of these members out. I think Vel'koz is just stuck in recall animation. Oh! That is BS! Excuse me, Riot. That is actually ridiculous. Someone clip that. They've got so many glitches this game to send to Riot. I don't even know what's going on, as Riven will find her solo kill against the Pyke. In the meantime, Yasuo's gotten a kill on Blitzcrank. We'll check that out as well. I really don't back up very often. However, it's just some of these fights are all over the place, and I wanted to see this Blitzcrank chase. Rice Dragon, how does he catch up? I know that there's going to be slow going through. Oh, max range tornado knockup. And now the fight going to go in as Zed is looking for Soraka, dropping low. The CC, though, is going to be good for the moment from the Silas, but it's not going to be enough. Yasuo's damage just way too much. Riven, in the meantime, pick up a triple. Finished off the Lucian as well. Are you kidding me? He's just picking people off left, right, and center. And this is Cag Fancy trying to end the game. Has Baroned up cannon minions, poking away on the Nexus turret. Stick around a little bit longer, and you can take out the Nexus turret. We'll pick up the inhibitor. Cag Fancy's trying to solo carry this game. She's going to dash through the minion wave. Why are we watching Have Cookies have a minion? This is far more interesting. Can Cag Fancy get in, finishing off this Nexus turret? Still has the Baron buff. Yasuo's got his cooldowns come out. He gets the ultimate down, and that's going to be a kill. Riven delaying a bit too long. Have Cookies is still trying to 1v1 a blue buff. Who's going to win? Place your bets now. Place your bets. I have a feeling that the blue buff might actually win out. Excuse me for laughing. That was amazing. Demodius uses the blue buff to bounce Eluden's Echo proc and find the kill onto Soraka. That is glorious. So blue buff was the winner of the fight. That is so amazing. So amazing. I love it. 35 kills to 31. Poppy trying to use the ult to steal away the win Drake. Can't do it. And Blitzcrank is actually the one who secures it. I'm surprised that Zed's damage didn't come through. But Blitzcrank has a bit of extra damage as he's built a Morella Nomicon. Oh, Demonius in trouble. Flashes immediately, trying to survive from You Got Slain. Doesn't find the knockup, though. Avoids the ultimate. Throws out the Disintegration Ray. But it's just not going to be enough. You Got Slain. Going to get a lot of health back once that healing passive starts back up. Hold on, I'm curious. Again, is that another graphical error? Oh, no, he's still seen by the minions. Excuse me. Seen by the enemy team because of the minions. There he goes. Now he gets all that health back. That lasts for forever. Jeez, Jake. We are even in gold. We are even in win Drakes. Only the Infernal Drake for the side of team subbed. But there are 2 inhibitors down for the true ones. They have been able to find themselves some great success with that last push, the practical ace, and then they split up. It's not divide and conquer in League of Legends. You divide and fall in this game. And the Pyke finds a solo kill against Demonius on the bottom side. Not what you want to see. Even though he did pick up a pretty funny kill onto Soraka. Riven using the Blast Cone. They both have GAs. This is gonna be a boring fight. Rice Dragon getting a little bit of damage down to Cag Fancy. Flashes away. However, the Pyke is here. Blitzcrank coming up as well, trying to support. He gives up. He says, you know what, Cag, you are on your own. I'm going to instead look to maybe grab the Soraka as Zed goes in onto the side. In the meantime, the GA finishes, and Yasuo picks up the kill. And now Sneakver going to be in trouble. Kristen 1's getting a little bit of slows down. Has the ultimate available. Could try to knock a bunch of people up. The Vel'koz gets a nice knock-up. Does have the Disintegration Ray. Ooh, ultimate from Kristen 1 just takes the Zed closer to the base, helping a man out. You know, helping a bro out. Calling going to be used by the Silas to try to drop Vieta back a little bit. Should be able to secure that Nexus turret. Is he going to go for the Nexus? No, he wants a kill. Gatnir trying to pad his own stats. Not been the best game for him. 4-12. Make a 4-13 this game. Sneakver sitting at just 100 health. Dashes over the wall, but Soraka... Oh, no, he gets the kill. Okay. The empowered auto attack enough to take out Soraka. I thought the Soraka might just turn and auto the Zed to death with the Bananas of Doom. But no. Just an auto attack by the Zed. Finishes off yet another kill. It's been a bloody game. We're cresting the 80 kills mark. We're not quite there yet. 71 at this point. As the Baron going to be started up by Yasuo solo. Alright, interesting choices. Demonius is going to come up from behind the wind wall to avoid that Q for the moment. Throws out the tornado. Not going to land. Blitzcrank is here. Can he land the perfect hook? The knockup is good. Disintegration Ray is good. But the Yasuo finds the last breath. Vel'koz goes golden as the GA is popped. Demonius comes up first. He's trying to get away because there is a Pyke here, and he avoids a little bit of damage, but will still fall in the end as the flash used by You Got Slain to avoid the hook from Blitzcrank. Cag Fancy still wanting to chase in as Kristen 1 was coming in from behind for the defensive play. At this point, Poppy is definitely a linebacker. Riven, though, going in for the wrong range attack. coming in from downtown. It's not a Hail Mary when you're the team that's got a little bit of that lead. It's actually a 1,000 gold lead for Team Sub, but Riven might be making a little bit more. Zed wants the Raka. That's the only person that Zed's been able to find the kills. Gag Fancy, are you kidding me with these heals? Finishes off the Lucian and now could go in onto Kristen 1. The Poppy down to about half health, but finds the ultimate to knock the Riven away. Zed is still here though. Electrocute proc. However, Poppy might be able to find the solo kill. Pyke throws out the ultimate, throws out the stun, but the Poppy knocks the Riven out of the stun. And now Blitzcrank's here with the CC, throws out the ultimate, finishes off Poppy. Gag Fancy trying to heal off the minions, gets the dash shield as well. Pyke in the GA resurrection. Again, redemption comes through, trying to heal him, but it will not be enough. Silas uses Pyke's own ult against him. Talk about a way to close out the game. The true ones are the true ones to win game number 1 in epic fashion. What a wild, wild game from beginning to end. Just absolutely amazing. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. I thought it was absolutely amazing. Sneakar TV. Guys, if you do me a huge, huge favor, Sneakar obviously does streaming. If you would check out his channel, go give him a follow. He played in this game. That Zed may have not been the best game, but he found those kills onto Soraka, and that can be the key to victory. If they definitely stream, go check them out and drop them a follow. I'm going to do that myself. I don't know if they're streaming right now or not, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm going to go give them a follow. And then we're going to get into MVPs and honorable mentions of this game. Okay, so what we do for those of you that are new, first of all, welcome everyone. We run through MVPs and honorable mentions, giving them out for the best players on both teams. So that way, the people who did the best can get a little bit of a pat on the back for, doing what they can. In this case, the subbed ones did lose out, which means you also have to end the betting. Pick winner was the red side. Most people bet on red, actually. It was 4-1 on the red side. So there you go. Good stuff to everyone. Enjoy those XP. You can check with the exclamation point points, and you can use those points to bet in the next game. But here we go. For the side of team subbed that were the losing team, honorable mention and MVP. Good stuff all around. I mean, that Soraka 12 assists, pretty nice, but kept getting caught out by Zed. 9 deaths, not that great. Honorable mention is going to go over to Rice Dragon, though. Basically, despite a death or two, could solo 1v1 almost anyone. And there was a couple times that the Yasuo made the right call to not go into a fight. Sometimes, especially if you're winning a lane, one of the things that people do is they get a little too over-aggressive, and they end up falling into chasing into enemy turrets. They end up falling into overextending in lanes they don't need to be in. And Rice Dragon had a couple of points in which he made the call to not fight, or made the call to back away after a fight just wasn't looking so good. On top of that, mostly the excellent play for the constant tornadoes and last breaths onto the Vel'koz. That was the biggest damage source out of the side of the true ones, and over again found those. Excellent stuff. Thank you, Tinfoil Hat 27. Love the name. Welcome as well. For those of you that are signing up to play, don't worry. We'll be getting game number 2 in just a moment. We also have a duocaster joining as well once we get through the MVPs of this game. For the side of Team Sub, their MVP is going to go over to You Got Slain. Or You Just Got Slain. I don't really have to break that one down too much. Absolutely decimated on the Pyke in the mid lane. Guys, if you see this player in your game in the future, consider banning away Pyke, because that is kind of just disgusting. Alright, for the winning victory, even though the early game looked pretty rough, they went down about 4,000 health at one point, the true ones, honorable mention is going to go over, interestingly enough, to, it's tough. Yeah, I'm going to give honorable mention to Gag Fancy, and here's the reason why. Despite struggling a little bit in lane, found good times to engage on a team in which they had so much CC between the tornadoes from Yasuo, the stuns from the Pyke, the knockups from the Poppy, the silences from Soraka that can be a really big pain in Riven's butt. Riven still found ways to engage and eventually came back in a lane in which she had died, I think, 2 or 3 times against the Yasuo and Poppy to still find some solo kills, and that's really hard to do. So good credit to Gag Fancy on that. I also like the later game defensive build with the GA and the Thornmail, or at least the Bramble Vest, to kind of go heads up and say, you know what, our team's got a ton of damage already. Let me focus on giving our team a little bit more of a tank. We got the Blitzcrank, but we need another tank. I'm going to build a bit tankier. So I like that choice. Honorable mention mentioned to Kag Fancy. And then MVP is definitely going over to Escarit. Because, oh my lord, those hooks, the plays, the early game kills. I know that Demonius is going to be a little bit upset because at one point the Blitzcrank was 4-0-5, I think. It was absolutely unbelievable. But Blitzcrank found hook after hook, especially on the crucial members of Pyke and Lucian, those members that you need to take down to find success in those team fights. Huge shout out to Demonius for great knockups, great engages, good plays, but it's still going to be MVP to Blitzcrank, who set up a lot of stuff as well. We do have to check in, though, on this damage from the side of the Vel'koz. I just got to see. How much damage did the Vel'koz do? Let's go into the graphs and check it out real quick. Oh, the Riven was very close in damage, 31,000, and the Yasuo beat the Vel'koz out, 32,031. Good stuff. Pyke shortly behind as well. Good stuff all around. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get the other caster in here, and then we'll be into game number 2. If you joined in and are interested in playing, don't go anywhere. We will be right back.